Before I get into the video I'm going to do today about what the Florida governor is proposing, I came on some information where they were saying that the US has been using Trinidad and Tobago as a kind of backdoor hub for deportations. I will get into it in another video, not this video, so be sure to join me for that video later this evening. Hey guys, good morning. How you doing today? I just want to say, let not your heart be troubled. It is getting worse. It will continue to get worse until it's over or leveled out. We are expecting, like I said yesterday, returnees to our home countries, and I asked the question yesterday of whether or not the governments are prepared, what plans they are making. I'm yet to hear that. But today, I want to talk about Florida governor proposal, and he's proposing a proof of status for transfer of remittances. And when we say remittances, we're talking about money coming back home to your home country, whether it be Trinidad, Barbados, St. Vincent, Grenada, Dominica, wherever, Antigua, Jamaica, wherever you live in the Caribbean. People send back home money. Most of us look forward to it around Christmas time, whether it be in the summer holidays, some all year round. People look forward to that. So that is going to become problematic in the days ahead if the governor gets his way with this, what he wants. And he was also mentioning in his press conference that this may be a broader plan of the Trump administration going forward. So it's easier to tackle and find out where illegal immigrants are. They know where many are. Some may be in hiding, but the criminals, they're after them right now. But this will smoke out many undocumented immigrants very, very quickly. So you may ask me, well, what's going on in Florida really? Because most of the immigrants you're hearing from the Caribbean, you hear people talk about the Bronx, you hear them talk about Queens, Brooklyn, but they do live in Florida as well. And according to the Migration Policy Institute, Caribbean and other immigrant communities across the United States are bracing for potential mass deportation as Donald Trump vows to enact the largest removal operations in U.S. history. Of course, his pledge to begin deportation on day one has begun already. It has sparked anxiety, particularly in states like Florida and New York, which are home to some of the largest Caribbean immigrant populations in the nation. Now, according to the Migration Policy Institute, 2/3 of Caribbean immigrants in the United States reside in Florida and New York during 2015 to 2019 period. 41% were in Florida, 25% in New York. And this is between the period 2015 to 2019. So 41% living in Florida, 25% in New York. That's a lot. So the 41% is a big one. And if Florida is to go ahead with this proposal that the governor is doing, they're going to get a lot of people in that dragnet. Take it from me. They're going to get a lot of people in that dragnet. You have to provide basically proof that you are a documented person, that you have permission to be in the United States of America. If you want to send that money back home, whether it be Western Union or MoneyGram, whatever you use to remit that money or transfer that money. So it says here, DeSantis outlines his immigration policy priorities for special session to start January 27. That has already started, which is 27, has already passed. So they're in session with that. He had a big press conference yesterday. So I want to go here where he says tightening down on ID verification. So this is the part that you need to pay particular attention to if you're living in Florida, you're undocumented. All right, tightening down on ID verification. And this is where he says in the upcoming special session, which I said on the 27th already begun, DeSantis outlined 2 proposals that would tighten personal identification laws in hopes of limiting activity by those not in the country legally. First, DeSantis said that the state needs to require sworn affirmation of U.S. citizen by those registering to vote and proof of Florida residency. While individuals need to be a citizen to vote in the election, the governor wants a box to be checked off as a sworn statement. Second, he wants to build on use of e-verify to require money transfer companies. So whether you're using Western Union or MoneyGram on the others, he wants those companies to verify an individual's citizenship before transmitting the funds. The governor said many individuals who enter the country illegally do so to work at higher wages than they receive in their native countries, then send money back to family and friends. So he's saying here, whether you're Western Union, whether you're MoneyGram, whoever company you use to send money back home, he wants to build on the use of e-verify to require money transfer companies to verify an individual's citizenship before transmitting the funds. So you're undocumented, you know what's going to happen right there. The governor said many individuals who enter the country illegally do so to work menial jobs at higher wages than they receive in their native countries, then send back money to their family and friends. The governor called the measure a huge deterrent and said he thinks Trump will look to enact similar measures once in office. He highlighted Trump might have to wait for bills to work their way through Congress. So this may be on a large scale after a while. And that is where they're going to pin a lot of people who are undocumented in the United States. A lot of people. So this is part of the proposal to take in the dragnet of undocumented persons in the United States, especially looking at the Caribbean nationals. So be on the lookout for that. Persons asked me yesterday to recap the numbers for them, so I'm going to do that at this time. This is the first wave, where Antigua had 110, Bahamas 426, Barbados 151, the Virgin Islands 5, Cayman Islands 2, Dominica 104, Dominican Republic 12,699, Grenada 149, Guadeloupe 12, Guyana 1236 or 1,236, Haiti 32,366, Jamaica 5,120, Montserrat 8, St. Kitts Nevis 68, St. Lucia 202, St. Vincent and the Grenadines 127, Trinidad and Tobago 1,197, and Turks and Caicos Islands 25. Now I'm saying to you again, this is just the first wave, the first batch. So be on the lookout for that. A lot of folks will be coming back home during the year, but this is what we're looking at right now, where the Florida governor is proposing the status for transfer of remittances, whether you're sending money back home. So a lot of folks will be caught up in that dragnet. Now, the thing is, I am still concerned as to what the Caribbean governments are doing. We've not been hearing anything. I think they're still looking at it as something just, passing. But this is going to be a big issue for Caribbean nations, and I'm still not hearing enough. I have sent some questions to various governments across the region, and I'm hoping to hear from them, answer what they're saying. But there's something that I came across, and I hope that you will be able to join me in the next video, because it's a bit lengthy, where they were looking at Trinidad, where the U.S. has been using Trinidad as a kind of backdoor hub for deportations. Okay? That is a video that I intend to do later this afternoon, so I hope that you'll be able to join me. It's very important. I found some information where the U.S. has been using Trinidad as a kind of a backdoor hub for deportations, and we'll take a look at that in the next video, so be sure to join us for that. All right?